Okay, first things first this week, let me take care of some business that's very important to me. I want to give a special thanks to the entire Channel Lock golf swing community. JH, Bill, all these guys reached out to me. They've been commenting on the videos, they've been subscribing, they've been super helpful, very supportive. You could not ask for a better community of people. Thank you very much. Special thanks to Bill. He's shouted me out in his videos. He's given me some real great advice, and I just can't say thank you enough for that. And I look forward to talking to you guys and communicating with you and growing and learning alongside of you. I know I'm on a different system right now than Channel Lock, but that's okay. It doesn't matter if you're with the JVGA school or if you're locking. It doesn't matter. We're all here to help each other and support each other and learn. And you just couldn't ask for a better group of people to be associated with and to talk to. They're just phenomenal. So thank you. Thank you so much to those people. Okay, so today I'm going to be really exaggerating, starting off with a pitching wedge. So I'm going to try and hold my position even well until after the club is swung through, in an effort to make sure that I hold still much longer than I need to. Okay, so a lot of really good solid shots. That last one stayed out to the right, but can't argue with it being solid, and I bet you I go back and watch this and I'm a lot more still than I was. Okay, we're going to switch up to a 9-iron now. This is what Jim asked for. The biggest swing that I could make without moving with a 9-iron down the line. Those are really going great. That's the first shank. Yeah, the S word. That's the first shank I've hit in months. That's my weight. I think I moved on that one. We'll go back and see. I'm gonna try again. Also, something I'm noticing, Jim's absolutely right. If you hold still and you just do an experiment to see how far it'll go with as far back as you can go with the swing without moving, and just stay still and take the hit out of it, it really does go far. Let's try the old 7-iron. Those are really good. Had one that was a heavier draw, but two that were a tight draw. Landed past the 150 sign. Feels like I'm just making half swings. Well, let's try the 5-iron. Those aren't quite as great as I would like. Let me try and refocus, really stay still, make sure that I keep my weight forward, and just let the club dump into the back of the ball. Try some face on since the wind's not cooperating today. Hopefully this doesn't smash my camera phone on the concrete. Freaking out thinking this thing's gonna fall. Stay. It's great practice in the wind. It's coming straight into me and I'm just mashing these with zero effort. I think I finally had my eureka moment. It's flowing. Just watch. That's 6 iron. Let's try 4 iron into the wind. I found it. It's here. Strong. Still going with the 4 iron. Not quite there yet. Gotta relax. Oh hell, why not? So, in case you haven't seen anything before this, this is week number 8. I have been searching for my aha moment, my, as Jim calls it, V8 moment, when it just fell into place and it just made sense. And Jim has been telling me for weeks, Chad, just hold still, stop trying to hit the ball, take the club back, let it drop, make a circle, and just see what kind of power you get. And my brain knows that. It knows that. Oh, I swear to God it knows that. But my body just would not let me do it. It continued to try and hit the ball. It continued to move and shift weight and rotate and turn rather than just being still. But today, week number 8, in the pouring rain with the Open Championship wind blowing my camera over and my bag over, it happened. There were several things that contributed to it. I know that you guys out there that are still looking for it and trying to find your way in the JVGA system, I know that you look to me for some answers and some tips, so I'm gonna give you that right now. I found stillness, and I found it out at the Open Championship driving range, where you're in Scotland and it rains and there's 174 mile an hour wind every single day coming off of the coast. This has been an epic day. I'm so glad I went to the range today. I'm so glad I tried this system. I'm so glad I met Jim. I'm so glad I had the struggles that I had in getting here. Oh, okay, here's what I tried. Jim told me that I needed to send a video to him of a 9-iron down the line with the longest backswing that I could make without moving. So I started from the beginning, and I knew that I wasn't going to make it to a full swing. So I started with a size 2, then a 3, then a 4 swing. In doing that, I noticed that I did not move. I ended up getting to what felt like a half swing, but what is more likely going to be, when I watch this back on video, a 2/3 or even a 3/4 swing, but it felt like a half swing. I got to that point, and then I just let the club, I dumped the lag, as I mentioned in the last video. I dumped the lag. I didn't swing at it, I didn't try and hit it, but I just dropped the lag right out immediately from the top of the swing. And I made sure that my focus was on stillness the whole time. I never took my mind off of keeping my lower body in cement. And I haven't watched the video yet. I might be moving all over the place, but man, I gotta tell you, I don't think so this time. I don't think so. I think I was really still. There may be a smidge of movement, but I think I made a quantum leap in stillness today. So that was number one. That was number one. Number two, and this was really important. I've seen Jim swing 1,000 times. His left hand, no matter what club he's hitting, always seems to be shifted forward, almost like it's just a couple of inches off of his left pocket or his left hip. Whereas my hands had kind of been back toward the middle of my pelvis. His hands were always forward, like he had preset and leaned the shaft toward the target. Now, I don't think he's necessarily leaning the shaft toward the target as much as the shaft naturally leans back toward you in the first place, and then you pivot and you turn, and then the club is now oblique off to the, at a different angle, like 35 to 40 degrees behind you. So I think it just appears as though his hands are way forward ahead of the club. I think he does have that little bit of forward shaft lean at the beginning, but it's not nearly as pronounced as you would think. But once I did that, and I held still, and I took it back halfway, and then I just dumped the lag and let the club fall. Effortless, pasted, smoked shots. Effortless. The ball just, it rebounded off of the golf club like, man, I don't know, like a ricochet. It just felt amazing. So that's my sort of what I worked on this week. Make sure I stay completely still and nothing else. Just everything else just fall by the wayside, but don't move. Because everybody's been asking me, I don't understand why you can't keep your lower body still. It's because I was still trying to create a swing. I was still trying to create power. I was just stuck in this instinct. And now I know. I've seen it. I've felt it. You do not have to create power. Power is in the circle. It's in the club. It's in the setup. It's in gravity. It just happens. You don't have to swing at it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for commenting. Eureka. And I'll see your ass in week 9.